Meaghan. Hey, Meaghan. I'd like to invite Meaghan Campbell to the mic. I'm feeling emotional from Nola's story. I was there that day. I remember that when your family was at the bottom of the hill. Meaghan Campbell, get up here, lady. Meaghan has roots in small town Illinois, but she now calls San Francisco's Mission District home. She's worked in philanthropy, environmental science, and ocean conservation with local communities and nonprofits for over 10 years. Meaghan has found solace in blogging about her cancer experience, and she looks forward to walks in the city, traveling further afield, and snapping photos of life at its best. And she's going to read to us from her story called Losses and Gains. Here's Nola. I'm looking at Nola. Here's Meaghan Campbell.
Thanks. This is amazing, by the way. Thank you, Erin. I'm just going to do this. Thanks. Grief, losses and gains. Grief is something that unfortunately both my husband Mike's family and my own continue to experience. I know some of you are grieving right now. My only solace is that we're grieving together. Loss can be physical. It can also be metaphysical. I want to explore more of the metaphysical part with excerpts from writing by the psychologists Kubler-Ross and Kessler that I was given on the topic. I promise I won't lose you in this one. You may even recognize yourself. Kubler-Ross and Kessler maintain that grief is also the shattering of many conscious and unconscious beliefs about what our lives are supposed to look like. We're taught, and our lives generally reinforce, the notion that if we're a good person, things will work out. If we behave well as a child, we'll get rewarded. We eat healthy, exercise, wear sunscreen, use the crosswalk, volunteer in the community, surround ourselves with loved ones. Well, you get the point. The rewards are things like going to college, meeting the love of your life, building a career you're passionate about, getting the world's cutest kitten. It happened. And so forth. Finally, when we're old and gray, we will invite the family over to look at old photo albums, tell each one how much we love them, and then, that very night, die peacefully in our sleep. That's the way it's supposed to be. But then, as so many of you know, in a split second, I think Kleenex are a good idea. Whether it's a cancer diagnosis, a car accident, or natural disaster, something changes. And it was never supposed to be this way. So when those things do happen, we not only must grieve the loss, we also must grieve the loss that it shouldn't have happened at all. My parents didn't shield me from reality growing up, but the reality was pretty good. I did mostly as I was told, except most of my high school weekends. And I'm still on Herceptin, so my nose hairs haven't grown back. So I'm just nodding a lot now, much to your enjoyment. I was incredibly blessed that a combination of supportive parents and family, luck and hard work, brought me to this point, or let's say life, pre-diagnosis. While my family has had its share of lumps, my life was on a trajectory. I was supposed to have a newlywed glow. I was supposed to go to Iceland and India and everywhere else. I was supposed to lead a meeting in Vancouver. Big and small, marvelous and mundane. Instead, my days are a schedule of pills, doctors, needles, and introspection. Or bone pain, a bloody nose, no hair, canker sores, acne, dry skin, leg rashes, cracking nails, and maybe a hemorrhoid, just for good measure. Now my birthdays will be included in cancer statistics. Now having a child will become the most monitored event in history. Now every little pain or itch will become its own drama. You can say I'm lucky to be able to think of a life with no sign of disease. I am. I know this. But I'm still grieving the loss of what my life is supposed to be. In the grieving process, we also need to take time to mourn the life we were supposed to have. Taking time to live with the question of why me. For some, the answer is why not me? Why should I be excluded from life's losses? I shouldn't be. None of us are. Post-diagnosis, I've always come to learn that there's this demarcation of before and after diagnosis. My belief system needs to heal and regroup as much as my body and soul. I need to rebuild the belief system. This is what the gobs of material that I have from every cancer nonprofit saying the new normal should be. My new normal must integrate the realities of life, living with and through cancer, but still bring me hope for the future. So I'm setting off on that rebuilding project. It's probably bigger and definitely more significant than any home renovation my husband Mike and I signed up for with our old house. We can't learn it by watching HGTV this time, or reading it in a book, or even from talking with others who've gone through it before us. It's our own, and ultimately my own project.